And hello there, RJB here from RJB TV, and today we've got Brain against Mappo, facing off yet again. So it's time to rise and shine as these two players put their honor and their pride on the line. Oh wait, I gotta remove it at the top. I gotta change it at the top. Brain, 0. Mappo, 0. Alright. So these two players, they both have 0 wins in his best of 3. They're right next to each other here. We got Mappo on the red Protoss and Brain on the name AA2278 on the blue Terran right next to Mappo. Now Mappo is a really good player. I've seen some of his play before on YouTube on Burger Sasu's channel, and he is the real deal. He's really good. He's one of those new Gosu players who appeared pretty much out of nowhere and then started to more or less dominate in the 1 versus 1, only being able to be put down by the very best of the very best, like Burger Sasu, Brain, and Gensei, and even Lee Boku from time to time, but not too often. He's kind of on that level right there at the top. Starts off with double gateway because he's on the middle spawn location. We'll probably see a second Nexus coming out, but there's a high chance that Mappo might just go for an all-out crazy balls to the wall aggressive build order. Brain there starts off with barracks, supply depot barracks. What is our brainy guy up to? Is he going to go for triple barracks? Is he going to go for a gas into a fast factory? It's a triple barracks. And surprisingly, he leaves open a bit of space between every single barrack instead of just putting them right next to each other. There's a little bit of space in between to walk through. This is something I've seen him do in a couple more recent 1v1 games where he leaves a little bit of space open in between structures, even with supply depots, so that he can walk through more easily and have an easier time defending himself from any kind of aggression that any opponent might throw at him in any kind of fashion. So yeah, Brain there scouts the choke, and he sees no cannons, which probably means zealots are coming out very soon. Otherwise there would already be cannons. It's kind of a process of elimination kind of thing, but you still have to get into the base and scout just to be sure what's going on, because maybe, just maybe, Mappo was up to something funky. He isn't, but he could have been. So a little bit of harassment with that one Marine. Sending a probe after it to try and kill it. Gonna get a double gasser in the back. Zealots moving out, single gas. Zealots still there standing in the middle waiting for more reinforcements. We have Marines from triple barrack production that should allow Brain to easily defend himself. Command Center coming up in the back, skipping a round of Marine production. Might even skip double round of Marine production because he's waiting for the supply depot to finish. A little bit delayed on the supply depot there, and that might actually hurt him. Being delayed on the supply depot might actually hurt him, because look at this, Mappo there with great zealot control, trying to get on top of the Marines. Marines there though do micro themselves to safety somewhat, but all the zealots are still alive, and now the Marines are in between the minerals and the exit. Oh yeah, this is going terrible for Brain. If he had more Marines from not being supply blocked, this would have been way easier to defend, but oh, the zealots are all taking damage, but only one of them died so far. This is Brain is in a lot of trouble. I've never seen an early game go as wrong, as terribly wrong for Brain as this. All of Marines are dying to a double gateway zealot production. This is terrible news. Can Brain get himself out of this terrible situation? I mean, he will kill the zealots, but he took a lot of damage. Also had to pull a couple of SCVs off the minerals to help him defend. Marines are still dying. He has 800 minerals because he is so focused on microing. He's not properly spending any of his minerals at all. The zealots are still here, and even more zealots are arriving. I literally have never ever seen an early game go as terribly wrong for Brain as this. The zealots though, they will die. More Marines are spawning. He has no stim upgrade yet. He's very far behind where he should be. I don't think going for the command center here is the right choice. Brain is basically going for the single hardest risk build order I've ever seen. Still on triple barracks. You should go for 5 barracks here. But he's going for the factory got delayed by quite a bit. Robos are finished there for Mappo. He's getting his support bay. Support bay is a little bit slow. Usually the support bay should already be finished, but it will finish on time to get his double Reaver at the same time there in the front. 4 gateways there, getting a Citadel of Doom in the back. No cannons to protect himself from any shenanigans like fire bats or a tank drop. But neither fire bats or a tank drop are going to happen because Brain has been delayed. He's getting his 2 additional barracks for 5 in total, exactly as I said he should be doing. Because when you lose that many Marines this early into the game, you really have to go for 5 barracks to defend yourself because the starport defense is no longer viable. He got delayed so much, he is playing from behind. Supply count difference is small, but Zealots are gonna come in from the front. We got Zealot speed on the way, shuttle speed as well, level 1 armor for the Zealots and the High Templars. The armor is mostly to keep those High Templars for shuttle drops alive a little bit longer. He's going to go for the frontal attack. He should arrive before speed is finished. So his speed upgrade came in a little bit too slow for the Zealots, but the Reavers are alive and they're kicking. They're ready to start taking names and kill anything in sight. Anything within sight. Okay, Marines are coming in from the side. Pretty good defense there from Brain, but the Marines are... The Reaver Shuttle Micro is really good and it's winning the game. Holy crap, the Reavers are still alive in the back. They have almost no HP. This went terrible for Brain, and this is all because Brain lost so many Marines at the start and got slowed down so much at the start by getting supply blocked on his Marine production. Reaver next to the SCVs, only 1 SCV goes down. Holy crap, that was a Scarab right on top of the SCVs and only 1 died. They all took damage from the Scarab. But only 1 SCV died. But doesn't matter. Another Reaver arrives. He has Zealots running in between the barracks. Tank spawns. Tank gonna get taken down by the Zealots. Units are spawning, but Brain is in so much trouble. The Reaver there killing SCVs and a Marine. Mappo absolutely destroyed Brain, but it's largely because Brain was stuck on 26 supply for a little bit too long. So even Brain makes a mistake like that. It's not just you and me. Brain himself, arguably the best player in the world, on fastest map, also makes those very tiny mistakes that end up maybe costing him the game. Although it's there he comes in with the Reaver Scarab shot there. The Scarab does not explode. The tank gets killed. Marines get killed. Marines stimming in, picks up the Reaver, flies closer, gonna get a better angle there, gonna fly into the backside there where it's very difficult to kill this Reaver there on the top corner. SCVs are running to safety, Zealot there in the front, bunkers are protecting, but the Reaver in the back is killing everything it can. Kills a couple of SCVs. Does not have a lot of kills, but he's got some kills. A couple more SCVs, they're gonna die on the side. Zealots are attacking, SCVs are returning because he needs money in the bank, and Zealots are in the front attacking. There's no safety here for Brain. Reaver in the back, Zealots in the front. It's a double trouble. It's time to panic. It's time to call GG. And yes, he does call the GG. Brain did not have a good game, and Mappo had the game of a century pretty much. To take Brain down like this is pretty much a wet dream for every single StarCraft fast map player. Taking Brain down as easily as that, Mappo just earned himself a lot of bragging rights. The Zealot micro at the start, and perhaps the way the barracks were built helped him a little bit because it was very easy to follow those Marines without getting blocked by the narrow, tight spaces in between the barracks. Maybe that did help him out. But boy, don't think I've ever seen Brain lose like that. I've seen him lose miserably though to very risky early game gambling, but that was not gambling. That was a mistake that got abused and punished by Mappo. Mappo is the real deal. That game confirmed it. Mappo is someone to watch out for, to keep your eyes on, to keep in your mind as you sleep, to dream of. to allow him to live rent-free in that mind of yours. Mappo is the next hot thing. Coming to fastest map 1v1. He's the next hot thing. Game number 2. I've talked up Mappo a lot based off that first game, but now he's going to have to do it again to prove to you and I that yes, he indeed has the package. The hot package. It's big, it's massive, it's strong. It's got girth, and it has everything you would want in a hot, steaming package. It's Mappo. Here on the white Protoss on the top middle of the map, you know, the olive green Terran AAA2278. It's Brain. So putting a lot of distance between the barrack and the supply depot. So this might be difficult to defend against rushes when there's this much distance between structure and structure. Hopefully, last game will not repeat itself, and hopefully Brain will not get supply stuck, will not get easily out-microed by zealots chasing him around those barracks. Hopefully this game will go better for Brain, because last game he certainly did not have a good showing. And we're used to Brain pretty much always having a good game. Pretty much always having a good game. So Mappo starts out with Gateway, Nexus. He's going to get the Nexus after the double zealot or before the double zealot. Gonna get before means you delay the zealots a little bit. Gonna get after means you get your zealots out a little faster, but your probe out a little slower. So there it is, Gateway, Nexus. We're gonna see some rushing action there from Mappo, whereas Brain is going for a double barracks, not triple, but double. Is he gonna go for gas? No. He's still scouting the map. They haven't found each other yet. This Marine there, though, might... Not gonna find him. Not gonna find him. They do see the probe, though. So Mappo is gonna go into which direction? He's gonna go scout the left side. So both players are on the middle spawn, but they're pretty much scouting each other on the last possible location. He's gonna go to the left. So we can pretty for certainly say that they do not use any hacks of any kind. Otherwise, they would have not made these very weird scouting choices that they did. So they do, this zealot there saw a couple of Marines, so he knows that this is where Brain is located. Brain is building a bunker. Brain scouted the base with an SCV. Mappo is trying to do a little bit of touching and feeling around the vicinity to see if he can get into the facility of Brain's base. But no, Brain is sealing off the entrance, but more zealots are spawning. And Mappo is going to try to just walk right past. No security clearance, not allowed into the club. He's just gonna let himself in there. This time around there though, Brain has better control and one zealot dies before any Marines die. And I feel that another zealot will die before anything else dies. That zealot there, very low HP, getting chased around on a double barracks. So a triple barracks costs Brain his life, but a double barracks secures the race and secures the base quite easily. So two zealots leave, one zealot there turns around, going to try to do one more run into the base to get information. But no, gets his path cut off, not gonna get in. So command center there. Factory number 1, factory number 2. This is the famous double barracks, double refinery, double factory build order on a double command center. It's a lot of double. The quadruple double build order. Well, he's going to get more factories after this, but he basically just wanted the Marines to defend himself and the factories to transition into a proper, strong mid-game and late game with a lot of technology, steel, metal, and explosives. Vultures and tanks, mines and Goliaths. That's his choice of weapon. Another frontal attack there from Mappo. But he actually decides to stay back for now. He's going to line them all up nicely. While here back at home, double robotics, support bay on Citadel of Aduna on the way, support bay there on the side, double nexus, double gateway, double robo. It's another triple nexus. Mappo went for the triple nexus, not what I was expecting. It's going to kind of reduce his offensive power by a tiny little bit, because previously, in the previous game, he had 4 gateways, now he's got 2. So in exchange for 2 gateways, he gets a Nexus. But he will get the Reavers. He has the Zealots. He will get Zealot speed at some point. He's got shuttle speed, they're on the way. And 2 Reavers in production. They're in the front. And triple cannon to protect himself from the aggression. We have machine shop there coming out from Brain before he made any vultures or tanks. So he decided to skip on vultures. Straight into tanks, double machine shop, siege mode on the way, double tank. Starport there, he scanned Mappo's base, scanned the front, see double gateway, double robo. The fact that he's not seeing a 4 gateway bolt order here from Mappo, of course, means that Brain knows that there's less offensive potential coming out from Mappo. So there has to be something going on. Like, is Mappo getting more advanced technology? Did he get more gas? Did he get the 3rd Nexus? What is Mappo doing that is not allowing him to build a 3rd and a 4th gateway? Or a 3rd robo? So Brain knows something is up. What exactly? He doesn't know. He's going to have to scan again later on to get that valuable information to prepare himself adequately against what Mappo is doing. So triple tank, they're in the front. Zealots are coming in first to tank damage. Marines are on the chase on the shuttle. Shuttle turns around. Zealots turn around as well. Mappo does not want to take the fight into the choke, but away from the choke, where the Reavers will not get hit by the tanks. And instead of going for an attack, he turns around back home, knowing that he cannot take a fight into 2 bunkers and triple tank. Oh, 2 tanks got picked up for a tank drop. He's flying out. Ooh, really good counterattack there from Brain. Will he hit? 2 cannons, 2 more, another 4. There's some cannons in between. 1 more there warping in. He's coming in, but he scanned the base, looking for a spot to drop. Unloads tank number 1. Tank number 1 shoots, gets 9 kills. Tank number 2 there unloads, cannot shoot because there's triple cannon to take it down. So 9 probe kills. But look here on the left side of Brain's base. It's double Reaver outside of tank range. Marines are trying to get in there, but the Zealots are being controlled so well, protecting the Reavers. Tank there sieges up within range. Shuttles in the air are getting taken down there by the Wraith. But the Wraith there turns his attention towards the Reavers. Marines from the top. A lot of supply depots went down, and an army and academy as well. Lost 8 structures to very good target firing there from Mappo. Like, if you hit this, like if you're standing right here with 2 Reavers, and you hit this supply depot, you will hit all 4 of them with the AoE damage. So that's what he did. Very smart, quick thinking. Got Brain supply blocked for a very long time. Like, after these finish, he will no longer be supply blocked, but he will still run into a supply block pretty much immediately as he's producing from triple starport and double factory. And triple command center. So yeah, like, he unsupply blocks himself, but will very soon again be supply blocked. He has to build a lot of supply depots very quickly and rapidly, but more shuttles are on the way with triple Templar, triple Zealot, and 1 Zealot there walking behind in the back. This one is going to clear out this side from Marines or whatever is on the low ground. This one is doing the same thing. Looking for a way in, found turrets on the side, found engineering way and barracks. He knows that Brain will easily defend it if he can see it. So he turns back around towards the middle. He's going to fly around the other side, because on this side, with the Zealot, he did not see a lot of floating structures. He probably knows that this angle here is completely open, and he takes it. This is why you do some scouting with a Zealot on the side to see if there's structures floating, but the Wraiths in the base. Unloads a High Templar, unloads 2 of them, gets a storm off. Brain did not try to dodge, and he's paying the price for it. Brain paid the price. He tried to kill the Wraiths, tried to kill the shuttles with the Wraiths before they could unload the High Templars, but was not fast enough. And these tanks shut on the High Templar in the back, not the one in the front. So in between the time it takes for a siege tank to shoot, the High Templar stormed its load all over those poor SCVs, and not many of them survived the storm. So Brain, very small base, defending with the least amount of units possible. He's got 10 raids and 3 more on the way, so it will be 13 raids. He's got some Goliaths in production. getting Cannon Booster. Whereas Mappo is getting 4 Stargates. Getting a lot of Corsairs because Corsairs are, historically speaking, proven to be awesome against raids. He just needs an observer to detect them. And he's making an observer. He's got no shuttles at the moment. He's just building up a big army, building a big base, because he knows he's ahead in the race. After he hit that storm, all he had to do is grow big really fast. Bigger than Brain. Wait, shuttles are in the back, actually. He's hiding them. That is pretty smart. Keeping them safe from the raids that might be hunting for the shuttles. So that's a good choice. Now, Brain is not hunting for the shuttle. He's keeping them back at home because he knows hunting with the shuttles, or the raids, hunting with the raids does expose him to the chance that the shuttles are leaving the base and his raids are in the wrong place. So he's keeping them back at home to defend himself from shuttles flying in. So the Corsairs, they're in the front, building cannons in the middle. Marine's going to try to stop that. Corsairs are returning back home. They're not finding the raids anywhere. They're just going to scout the entire right side. Might try to kill the engineering bay. Might just, yeah, he's going to kill the engineering bay first. Like, take some vision away from the high ground. Building a proxy base there. Marines in the middle got killed. The cannons got stopped as well. Oh, he scans the observer, but the raids are doing a pretty good job. They're taking down raids. Corsairs are doing a really good job of taking down the raids. Oh, the observer runs out. Brain is on a chase, but now the shuttles are coming in. There's only 2 raids on the scene to take them down. It's not going to be enough. Mappo had a beautiful setup. Distract with the Corsairs, and then unload all of this stuff right on top of the command center. That's a lot of Zealots, High Templars, and a Reaver in the mix, but more tanks are spawning. Units from the front coming to the back. He's got about 10 tanks in his base. Templars killed a lot of SCVs. This one killed a lot. 13, 3, and a couple more are dying to Zealots running in the back, killing whatever they can. Another storm comes down there. Oh, beautiful. 26 kills on that one High Templar. 13 SCVs left alive for Brain. Brain is getting picked apart yet again, just like in game number 1. Things are not looking great. Things are looking terrible. Again, a second time here for Brain. Supply difference is over double. He's got Valkyries though. Valkyries are a little bit stronger against Corsairs and against shuttles. No cloak though. But they should have an easier time to take those shuttles down. The problem being though, Mappo is absolutely humongous. Absolutely a chunky unit. Look at all the production he's got going on here on the top and on his proxy base. Got 5 Stargates. He's got Fleet Beacon in the back, getting double upgrades there for air. Triple Forge as well. Mappo is on fire. He's playing with such speed and precision and smarts and brains. He's taking Brain to town, and Brain is not liking it. Shuttles are coming in. Shuttles all get taken down though. That is a very important event in Brain's survival. This one observer stays alive there though. This one cheeky boy stays alive on 2 HP. Barely made it in, but now Mappo has his own little bit of information coming in. You can see everything that he would want to. So Brain, at the moment, scanning Mappo's base. Excuse me, wrong player. Scan the front, sees one shuttle. Shuttles are moving to the side again. This is very smart play from Mappo. He's trying to keep Brain in the dark by pulling those shuttles away from the choke. Which is where Brain is scanning every single time to see if there are shuttles being loaded up, ready to leave. Very smart play from Mappo. Okay, another scan comes down. This time around. Oh, he scanned the sides. He's looking for shuttles. He scanned this portion and that portion, looking whether shuttles are flying in from those angles, but he's attacking from the front. Mappo is knocking on the door with a huge, big-ass army of Zealots and shuttles loading behind the hill. Reavers killing tanks, but the Reavers die really quick as well, but the Reavers have done their job. They've killed some siege-up tanks, which allows his army in the front to break through a little bit more easily, with the more tanks from the back coming to the front to defend against the frontal attack. And Mappo does kill the entire choke. Templar comes in. I'm gonna try to storm on the tanks. It's a pretty good storm up there on triple tanks. One of them goes down, but everything else stays alive. Brain, 104 supply, 40 SCVs, 5 factories. Things are still looking pretty bad, because Mappo is already once again maxed out on supply. His proxy gateway base is helping him out. He's got a lot of minerals, a lot of SCVs and probes. Excuse me, just probes. No SCVs there for Mappo. And carriers are on the way, 6 of them. Mappo's playing speed is baffling. It's baffling. It's really quick. And really smart as well. I really like what this guy is doing so far. He's displayed great control over himself. Does not make hasty decisions. All of his choices so far have been well informed. The wall in the front has been built again. Shuttles unloading before the high templar gets sniped by the tanks. Great. That might have saved the front door here, but Mappo is still taking down the supply depots, but doesn't quite get into the base. Brain's tanks with their 1-0 upgrades are putting in the work. It's the carriers though that he has to worry about. Carriers with a large wave of zealots coming up right after. So pulling them to the side, again, to avoid a scan. Once again, smart move. It's the denial of information that Mappo is doing that's really helped. Look at this. He scans the stargates, but does not see the carriers, just outside of vision. That is such a great move. It's a little bit lucky though that Brain scanned just outside of the range, like he saw this, but not this. So a little bit of luck there, but also because he moved out of the way. That bitch moved out of the way when she was told to. Arrives yet again. Reaver gets a beautiful scarab. Zealot's walking through, getting on top of the tanks. Trouble is knocking, and Brain is suffering terribly. 3 armor, 1 shield, 2 attack on the Zealots. They are beefy, chunky boys, healthy. Maybe he doesn't even need those carriers anymore, but they're coming in. He's ready to go. 6 carriers. Another wave of Zealots ready to come in right after. He's already maxed out after losing this army right there in the front. Already maxed out again. His production is madness. Carriers in the air, arriving on the scene. Valkyrie's coming forward, trying to take down the carriers, but the carriers have pretty good upgrades, I assume. 2-1-1, actually not super great, but not bad. 1-2 there on the Valkyries. Carriers are not dying. Well, they are dying, but very slowly. He's given the chance to hunt down the tanks to the corners of the earth. Look at them run, nowhere to go except into a coffin 6 feet under. Actually, that one is getting repaired. Surrounded by SCVs. This one, no, gets taken down. More tanks spawning. Carriers got taken down, but they've done their job. More gateway units streaming through the front door. Brain calls GG. That's game number 2 going towards Mepo. That's a 2-0 lead there for Mepo. Absolutely phenomenal play. And a little bit of hubris. A little bit of hubris there from Brain. Not pulling his SCVs to safety on that one single drop that hit him really hard. He relied on the raids, and the raids did not do the job. They almost did, but the double Templar unloaded, and Brain paid the price. So we have more games, so let's go into game number 3 between Mepo and Brain. Mepo so far has displayed a phenomenal Protoss against Terran. He's a master. He looks like a master of the matchup, pushing Brain to his physical, mental, and whatever else limits there are. Brain has been felled twice. Here on the Red Terran, it's Brain returning for game number 3 to try and survive Mepo's aggression for the first time in 3 games. $Mepo, the double dollar sign, here on the Teal Protoss top left corner of the map. And while we wait for something to happen, I'm gonna enjoy myself a little bit of water. Delicious. Ah, absolutely delicious. It's awesome. Okay. So Brain has a task ahead of him. And the task is to survive Mappo's aggression. 2 times so far he failed. Mappo did not attack that much or that frequently, but all of his attacks were highly effective. Highly effective. So he's a player who decides to go for quality over quantity. Whereas, for example, a player like 458 goes for a quantity of attacks, within which his plan is to overwhelm you with so many attacks from all directions, all the time, every single minute, that you cannot keep up and make a mistake. Whereas Mappo goes for high quality moves that are very smart, well planned, well thought out. He reads the situation very, very well. And his control, turns out, is really good. I've really been liking his control so far. So he's going for Nexus Forge Gateway Choke. Whereas Brain is yet again going for double barracks into Fast Factory or Fast Academy. Fast Academy. I smell fire bats. I smell oil and gas for fire bats. So he finds the choke there, cannons are warping in, probes being pulled to the front to protect this because Double Marine is on the way to try and sneak into the base, which he will not. The probes have done their job of harassing the SCV, the cannon is finished up there in the front, and the Marines are just gonna wait there in the front to prevent a probe from scouting the map. This time around, no information for Mappo. Goes for triple nexus again, but this time around it's a very quick and early triple nexus. He is feeling confident in his ability to macro harder than Brain can. Brain is very good at macro. From what we've seen so far as well, Mappo probably on the same level of macro skill as Brain himself. So, are these two players equally skilled? It's kind of the question I've got on my mind. Are we looking at a matchup of 2 equals? Is Mappo the next Brain? Question mark? I don't know. I just know that he's very good. So Brain is going to try to go for a Firebat Stim attack there with that barracks that he's building there on the bottom corner. Got a pylon there on the side to give vision, building another pylon there on the bottom to give vision, precisely against barracks flying over the hill. Firebats are being built there in the base, medics as well. He's going to try to distract in the front and then run in with Firebat from the bottom. He needs a cannon in the back. He's warping one in. Another cannon being warped in the front. He's got 2 gateways, a Cybercore, Robo all the way in the front. Firebat is building. Firebat is building. The cannon in the back is finished up. But a cannon in the back, just one cannon in the back, might not be enough. He's warping in a second cannon. It's 2 cannons. Oh, comes in with a frontal attack and a back stab attack as well. Firebat arrives, gets taken down before it can kill some probes. But a lot of them kill 2 of them. And the frontal attack did not succeed as planned. But another Firebat on the way. Gonna sprint forward to touchdown. Gonna try to walk around. Yes, he does, but there's 2 cannons now. He's not gonna hit any of those probes any longer, anymore. Not again. And that plan fails. The only upside of that plan was the fact that Mappo had to build more cannons than he wanted to. So everything did get delayed by about 450 minerals, maybe 600 minerals. So there is an upside to this, but did not gain too much of an advantage there. Both players are still in equal footing, whereas Mappo actually might be in a better position here than Brain because he got the 3rd Nexus. So you got a lot more workers than Brain. Whereas Brain only just now finished his 1st command center, or his 2nd one. So he's a little bit behind there. A little bit behind on worker count, but nothing to worry about. Oh, he's bowling another Firebat. Out? Is this... Oh my god. Oh my god, look at this. Brain really is extremely smart. That's so smart. He knows that if the barrack cannot see the pylons cannot see the barracks. That is insanely smart play. He's gonna build 2 fire bats and then run for the home run or the touchdown, whatever you want to call it, and fry some probes to death with triple fire bat. Triple fire bat run in. He's building cannons, he's gotta be fast. He has to be fast. 4 fire bats, he's going for 4. Cannons are warping in, so 3 cannons on the scene. He's pushing into the middle. Oh, big, great shot there onto those Marines. Oh my god, the Reaver is killing everything, but Firebat's coming in for a home run, going for the probe kill, gonna fry some Kentucky. And it did not succeed. He came in too late. It was 1, 2, 3, 4 cannons. And now he's losing units on the middle. So even though Brain was doing some really cool stuff, he waited too long and too many cannons finished up before the Firebats went for their shot on those probes. Oh, he's trying to intercept the shuttles, and he intercepts them beautifully. Oh my god, Brain is on fire this time around. Scans immediately, Dark Templar goes bye-bye, and the shuttle makes its way through to the bottom side. It stays alive, gonna enter the base, but there's a turret there in the back. Only in the back and the front. On the top side, not on the bottom side. The Dark Templar has the opportunity to maybe, oh no, flies into it. Oh no. Oh god. Oh dear. Mappo is no longer focused because he's getting attacked in the front. Things are not going too well. Lost the shuttle with the Dark Templar. They could have done some damage, but now he's losing his own choke. And Marines are on the way because we got 5 barracks and a factory there from Brain. Brain is on fire. Everything is going exactly as he wanted it to. He didn't kill the probes, but he's killing the choke. He's killing the choke. And he killed the shuttles. 3 of them. He killed the Reavers, the Dark Templars. Everything went down. This game is now in Brain's hands to win or to lose. Mappo is simply at the mercy of Brain, although he got High Templars. High Templars can kill a lot of Marines very quick. But can Brain dodge the storms? That's the big question. He's building turrets. Dark Templar comes in. He gets scanned, gets killed. Gonna try to kill the second Dark Templar, gets it as well. Beautifully done. Then the question becomes, is Mappo gonna go for the storm drop, or is he gonna try to unload on top of the tanks and the Marines and storm them to death? Difficult choice to make. High Templars arriving out of the shuttle, storming, gonna pick them right. Ooh. So double storm lands, kills some units but not a lot of units. He's currently supply block, needs more pylons. He's supply blocks, got a lot of money, a lot of probes, but no supply space. High Templars unloading yet again, storming, not killing a lot. He's killing something, just not a whole lot. Just not a whole lot. This time around, Brain there with a very strong offensive push. He's got 50 SCVs. Okay, make it 1 less. So the bunker push forward, protecting the tanks. 5 barrack Marine production. 4 factories, 2 still being built. He has some upgrades on the Marines as well. I think level 1 attack and level 1 armor as well. Because he has no starport and no science facility. Slowly pushing forward. Has a 3rd command center in the back. Getting a scan there. Scans Mappo's base. What does he see? He sees his corner there. Got double robo there. A lot of zealots in the mix as well. So Mappo is building an army, but he needs some High Templars. He really needs some High Templars. Maybe even Reavers. Bottom line, Mappo is in some trouble. But here comes an attack from Mappo onto that tank line there in the front. Templar still waiting in the back. He's gonna let the zealots do their job first, but there's so many bunkers with stimmed Marines. Yeah, did not make a lot of progress. He killed 1 tank. The other tank unsieged and retreated. Gonna fly over the side there. Gonna go for a Templar drop. It's a probe. It's a proxy base. He's gonna build a proxy base there on the left of the map. So yeah, this is a game where we're used to seeing Brain play really good. This is what we're used to. Brain saw the shuttle leave, so he splits up his Marines to look for a proxy base or to look for the shuttle. So Marines all over the place, getting vision everywhere. He split them up at the speed of lightning. So Mappo there is building pylons to build a proxy base, also for supply space. Reavers in the back, they're doing a lot of work. The High Templar storming all the Marines to death. The bunkers are keeping Brain's attack alive though. The bunkers are keeping the attack alive. So Mappo, yet again, going back to the drawing board and goes in for another attack. Gonna try to kill those tanks there in the front. Gets 2 shots off with the Reavers. Tanks do go down, but the Reavers go down as well. One of them escapes alive to the top side to the safety of the Robo vicinity. So Brain slowly building a bigger base. He's got 70 SCVs. He's spending his money perfectly while attacking. Look at how low his minerals are while he's attacking at the same time. Only Brain can multitask this well on fastest map. But Mappo though, strong. Ooh, shoots down the tanks with the shoots down the Reavers with the tanks, and keeps the push alive. If those Reavers had gotten off one more shot, this attack might have been done for. Comes in with another wave. Shuttles protecting against turrets protecting against shuttles. Reavers cannot get close enough, but they can get close enough to the bunker to take that one down. The Reavers do push Brain back to this choke point. But Brain now has a lot more production than before. Getting more factories, science facility as well. Getting armories, 4 armories there. Getting a 4th command center. Taking down those pilots on the side. Mappo there with a push into the middle. Taking down the tanks. And it looks like Mappo survives the push from Brain with some really good macro. The fact that Mappo went for triple nexus is now paying off, because he had enough minerals and production to keep up with Brain's attack. But now Brain there building a wall in the front, just in time to make sure the Zealots cannot sneak through and hurt him in return for that push. No payback. No payback for Mappo. But Mappo is rebuilding his base. Getting a lot of pylons, more gateways. He needs to really reorganize his base properly, because right now it's a mess. When you're defending against a tank push like that, your base will become an absolute mess like this. So he's going through some reorganizations of repurposing his real estate so he can properly go for future attacks. Shuttles are up there on the way. He's cleaned out this left side. But on the bottom side, we still have Marines. On the top side, we still have more Marines. The drops will get detected. They won't go in unseen. So Brain will be able to prepare himself. He does have a lot of turrets, but not a lot of stuff in the back. Not a lot of... Oh, he unloads on the top corner. Lucky for Brain, because otherwise, with nothing in the back, he could have taken some damage from that Reaver specifically. But Mappo decided to go for a drop on the top. He's trying to kill some turrets to open up a hole for a future drop, but that choice winds up not really helping him out too much. The barracks have been lifted. The era of the Marines is over. It's time for tank technology. And some vultures, of course, as well. Mines on the middle. Mines on the middle, yeah. I almost said it very weirdly, but mines on the middle, vultures doing their job, getting vision on the side as well with the mines. I got a vision on the top as well. This should open up some supply space for more units, as you can throw away the Marines with the mines providing vision. Brain is covering all of his options, all of his weaknesses. Well, that's so many raids. So many raids. So many starports, getting even more of them. He only has about, I'd say, 10 factories. I mean, he's got 7 of them operational. 3 more on the way, so 10 factories it will be. And about 6-8 starports. So that's a humble production facility going on in his main base. A humble production capability compared to Mepo, who has a lot of stargates, a lot of gateways, a lot of robos, a lot of everything. And finally also getting advanced upgrades. He's on 2 armor, 0 attack, 0 shield. Brain is currently on 1-1 Raids coming across the map, no protection in the front, no cannons. Shuttles are dead and gone. Brain is shutting down all of Mappo's options. Take down the Reaver, gonna take down the Probe, gonna take down whatever they can. He's just gonna put them there on hold position and attack whatever is in the front. Vultures there to intercept the Zealots, tanks there in the middle, retreating just a little bit to group up with more tanks and Vultures because this should be enough to take those Zealots down. Should be enough. Tanks have level 1-1 upgrades. Actually, the Zealots are pushing the tanks back. Brain is forced to micro. And the micro does make the difference. Drop there coming across the map, but Brain sees everything. Raids in the sky, ignoring these shuttles that are flying in through the front door, but more raids, they're on the scene back at home, ready to take them down. Starts loading there in the front door because he's got no other choice. Reaver's on top of the tanks. Oh, this is actually doing quite a bit of damage. But he needs to arrive here, not here. He's got to kill those SCVs. Not this here in the front. But it's still something. It's something. Something is more than nothing. We both know that for certain. So while this is annoying, this is better. Pushing those tanks back where they came from. Your Brain has a lot of raids. I'm not sure why he's going for this many raids, but he's got so many raids. Like 24 of them. He has an EMP there with a vessel as well. Reorganizing his starboards. Mines cleared on the middle with the Observer and the Dragoons. Courses in the sky to hunt down raids. Raids they're hunting for whatever they can. He's gonna go for an attempt at the Nexus. Or he's gonna hunt for shuttles again. Sees his shuttle, only sees one. So goes in with a small amount of raids to take down one single double shuttle. Take it down yet again. Take down the courses as well. Brain is on fire. Brain is so extremely proactive this game. This is a completely different Brain from games 1 and 2. This time around, Brain is exactly playing as he has in mind. Everything is going well. Everything is going right. So a couple raids there got taken down, but the courses are returning back home. More raids there to intercept. We got an Observer there on the top side, so he didn't see the Observer. Scan just a little bit too far out of range, but you can kill the Observer with a second scan. And now you can kill the shuttles as well. Mepo is just not allowed to go for shuttle drops. Maybe Mepo should have just gone for frontal attacks, but it needs Observers because raids are still there to do damage. So Mepo there building cannons in the middle. We have the Probe there taken down there by the raids. Raids dancing outside of Observer range. For some reason, my voice just shut down there. So Brain opening up supply space. And he's aching to go for an attack. A really big gateway army on the middle. It looks like Mappo has given up on shuttles. Because so far, shuttles have just given him trouble. They've not been working out in his favor at all. Just been buying Brain time. So here he goes for the attack. A lot of tanks behind that wall, but a lot of Zealots walking through that wall that just got taken down. The Templar got sniped by the tanks. That's huge. That's huge. Templars can be dangerous if left unattended. Allowed to storm on tanks sitting there. Unable to dodge or run. Tanks on the high ground, raids protecting the tanks on the high ground. This is a vicious combination that Mappo's got no answer for. Because for this, he needs storms. Storms to dislodge those tanks on the high ground. But we got more dropships. Look at how many dropships he's got. 10 of them? Jesus Christ. Well, one of them goes down, so now it's 9. But they should be filled with nothing at all. Okay. He doesn't need them anymore. Does not need them anymore. Well, actually, he's just going to throw them away. Open up supply space. He's happy with those tanks at the high ground that just got taken down. So the raids were chased. The raids got taken care of by the Corsairs. Of course. Of course. Then he can take down the tanks on the high ground with the shuttle Zealot. Okay, Mappo is doing what he has to try and dislodge Brain's control over the map. But he still had some surviving dropships, and some tanks in those dropships are now putting tanks on the high ground. Yet again, it comes in to try and unload, but it goes for those units there in the middle, in the pathway. Took down the Corsair, took down the dropships with the Corsairs, but this time we got Goliaths as well. But Brain is pushing forward with a deadly force, and Mappo cannot really keep up production because he has to do so many things at the same time. He's got to kill tanks at the high ground, kill tanks here in the middle, produce, control the Templars, control the shuttles, fly shuttles back, control the Corsairs, move the observers. So many things you got to do at the same time that Brain is simply doing a little bit better than him. Brain is multitasking a little bit better than Mappo at this very moment. Mappo has not had a game where he's really been allowed to do as he pleased. Every single step of the way, Brain has been there, pushing him down. Every single time he gets up, Brain pushes him down again. And at the end, Mappo calls GG, and Brain gets his first win of the best of 3 that he already lost. Because we only have 3 games. We don't have a 4th game or a 5th game. Brain lost 1 win to 2 wins from Mappo. I hope you enjoyed the set. It was a very action-packed, very intense best of 3 with 1 extra game at the end. But yeah, they did look evenly matched. So I hope to see you return in the future. I will have more Mappo on the channel in the coming weeks or months, maybe even some more Brain, and a whole lot more Burger, Sasa, Libaku, and every single other name you can imagine. I've got a lot of replays ready to go, so sit tight and please look forward to more action just like this coming to you very soon. It's RJB signing out.